Good morning, travellers, and welcome to Holiday World TV. And today we're very thrilled to have with us Karen from Backroads Touring. Karen's been a great friend of Holiday World for a long time, haven't we?
Many years.
So I don't know.
20 odd years.
Well, we've been here for 22 years, and I know that we knew you before then.
Yeah.
So in our other travel life, so it's great to have you back and
Thank
have you
you.
here in the store today.
Thank you.
And you're going to talk about the wonderful product, which is Backroads Touring.
Yeah, it's such a great product, because I'm not embarrassed to say that I'm now 58 and I do a lot of kilometres with my work every month. And it's very much because I really want to get into, the local experiences of places that I go to. And it's very much the way I want to travel when I go away, but I don't want to drive. So I don't want to do for work what I do. Or do for a holiday that I do for work, basically.
So what are we talking about? What part of the world are we talking about?
So we're talking about Europe. Backroads Touring is a company that's been around for almost 25 years now. But
Same
probably
age as us. So
that's right.
We're very young. We're very young.
And I think probably the beauty of it is that we work with these beautiful small coaches. And I don't know if your people can see this, but I've got a little flyer here of what our coaches look like. But you can come into the awesome store here and have a look at this flyer. But basically, we work with small luxury Mercedes Sprinters, and the maximum group sizes we do is either 15 or 18. 4 for us is a guaranteed departure. But not only that, we really get into the local flair and flavour of the places we go to. So we go Italy in depth. We do UK in depth. We do specialised tours, like this year, for example, is the 77th anniversary of the Battle of Britain.
Oh, really?
And which is such a fantastic thing and so connected to Australia.
Sure.
And hence why I'm wearing my poppies
Yes,
today as well.
beautiful.
But it's a product that we have and that we're very strong in with the battlefields tours as well. Yeah.
So maybe we can talk about some of the new products that you've got coming up. And what we find is our customers love this because of the size of the coaches.
Yes.
So we really have to come in and have a look, and or send us a message and we'll email you the details just to have a little bit of a look. So what else would you like to talk to us about?
Okay, so for 2018, we've actually come up with, because we find, and especially with your clients, because a lot of your clients have travelled with us before, and they've done things like the beautiful corners of Cornwall, where we go and have lunch at Rick Stein's restaurant.
Well, everybody's a foodie, aren't
I
they?
know, that's
So-
right, and that's very much the
Yes.
focus of our tours as
Yes.
well. Or for example, I know you've just been to Italy and you know how awesome it is, especially when you get to go on the back roads.
The food and the wine.
Well, that's right, lots of that.
That's true.
So for 2018, we've got 11 new itineraries.
Wow.
Which is, I'm not going to have time to talk about all of them, but I thought I'd pick up on a couple of them. For example, we talked about Cornwall.
Yes.
Because we have been so successful with the corners of Cornwall, we've now got a new tour for 2018 called the Cornwall Food Tour. Which
Straight
is
to that page.
There you
It's
go.
brilliant.
And we didn't plan that. So that's a fantastic tour. And we actually also go to Rick Stein's restaurant, but his new one in Winchester, which apparently is phenomenal for cocktails. So,
Well, I imagine if you tried to do this on your own that you would never get in.
that's exactly right. And
So
that's exactly
that's
right.
one
Yeah.
great thing. It's
Yeah.
already handled, because
Yeah.
I know anyone that wants to go to a Michelin star or anything
Yeah.
like that, they
Yeah.
have to book
Yeah.
months and months ahead.
Yeah.
But you've got that all sorted.
Yeah,
so.
and actually that is a really good lead to another new tour we have for 2018, which is our Royal Tour. And the Royal Tour, we actually go to, of course, all the royal castles that you would want to do, Kensington Palace, Buckingham Palace, etc. But talking about food, we go to the 2-star Michelin restaurant in London called the Goring, at the Goring Hotel, which is where William proposed to Kate.
Oh, wow.
And where Kate's family stayed the night before the wedding. So
Okay.
every itinerary we have, from the Battle of Britain to the corners of Cornwall to all those tours, have got some unique things, and they're really local.
And tell me about the guides. Tell me about what happens when... Because do you have a driver guide? Is that how you start with? But what happens when you get to a place?
Yeah. So when you get to a place, our guides are just... I could sit here for the rest of the day and talk about our guides, but our guides are really you know, they're real people, if I can put it that way. They haven't come through that travel background like a lot of us have. So they have so much experience and passion for the places they go to. We've got one guide, Andy Steele, for example, who does our battlefield tours. I went on a trip with him to France, and I was in tears every day. You know, this is your story. Our guides on, for example, another product we have, which is a product that a lot of people are not aware of, is our canal cruising in France. And the guides we have on that, you know, they really don't just know about France, but they know about the life on the canal, for example.
Well, we definitely have that on our bucket list.
Yes. Yes.
Doug's been barging in the UK when he was a young lad.
Oh, really?
But we've not done that together, so that's definitely on our bucket list.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing with that is that, you know, we look after you.
Yes.
You don't have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so what we deliver, as I said already, it's like being on your own trip with a small group of friends, but we've taken all the hard work out of it for
And
you.
what I like is that the itineraries are very different.
Yes.
They're not you go through Europe and a day here and day here. They're very individual about regions and things like that. So they're definitely worth looking at. And you might discover that there's a lot of places you'd like to visit that you hadn't thought of once you read through it. And I think that on the radar at the moment is Iceland.
Yes. Iceland. Oh, I love talking about that itineraries, you know. I'm from Scandinavia myself, and Iceland, of course, has always been very high in Scandinavia, but it's now really come to a fore in Australia. And a couple of things we do on this itinerary, it's an action-packed itinerary. One of the things we do is go to a museum, and we just leave Reykjavik, and basically 35 minutes later we are at the museum, which is about the volcano that stopped the world. And we love to talk about that, or I love to talk about it.
Well,
because
I had
the
to
name
explain.
is that long.
I know, and I had to explain that to some young ones the other day what that was all about. But it really did in travel. There were weeks and weeks where people couldn't fly. There were people stuck at airports in London with phones that they couldn't charge. So it was. It really was the
volcano that stopped the world.
That's true. So that's a great story, and to think that we can visit that now. Tasha's just come back from Iceland. She arrives back in Australia this morning. So I know that she's bursting with information about that. But my understanding too is it's limited there. They only let so many tourists come to the island. So even though you think, yes, I'm going to go to Ireland, that's fine. You really need to book early because the quota might be full. It's just the place to come and visit. So Tasha's got loads of photos about the Blue Lagoon and
the secret lagoon. We go to another one. It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. You like secrets. So that's also on our bucket list. I'm sure there's loads of places on your bucket list too. Things that are different from the, you know, London, Rome, Munich, Paris. They're wonderful places to visit, but it's really when you go back to Europe again and again and you're trying to find something very special and unique and that you can experience. And Backroads definitely does that. So in closing, is there anything in particular that you'd like to share? Or?
Well, I think also another thing that, you know, apart from the food and our toiletries, but also, for example, our accommodation, we don't use generic hotels. So we stay in castles, manor houses, and really local, authentic places. And even every place I've stayed in, I have a story, you know, about what I experienced or so again, it's really like traveling with a small group of friends. And actually, you make lifelong friends on our trips.
Well, come and see us. Send us a message if you would like one of the team to contact you about Backroads. They've got some wonderful deals. There's always a great offer for you to take. There's always a wonderful tour for you to go. But once again, they're small groups, so you do have to book early because they are so popular.
And they sell out.
That's exactly right. So thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you in store, and bye for now.
Thank you.